the strain on business is enormous. But unlike the GFC, the current economic and financial uncertainty has been driven by the global pandemic rather than any underlying economic or financial crisis. There are some things that you can focus on, however, to help get you through. One of the most important things to remember is cash is king. The biggest impact on businesses during this time has been the impact on cash, and the need to protect cash is paramount, which is why most of the federal and state government COVID-19 stimulus measures have been designed to protect business cash. But there are some other things that you can focus on to help protect your cash further. Things to focus on can include being proactive and understanding your financial position. Ensure that your bookkeeping and accounting records are up to date. This will give you the information you need and can rely on to make important real-time decisions. This can be as simple as ensuring bank reconciliations are completed daily. This way, you know what your cash balances are at any point in time. Remember to prioritise customer invoices. The quicker you get an invoice out, the quicker you can collect. Maybe consider doing this daily as they arise, because once they're out, it means the money can come back to you. Wherever possible, shorten your payment terms to 14 days. This will allow a quicker collection. Also, by having an up-to-date accounting or debtors listing will ensure that you can collect debtors before they become outstanding. In regards to accounts payable, ensure that they're also up to date, as this gives you important information as to what your future obligations are. And again, consider negotiating extended payment terms. By having an up-to-date accounts payable listing will also allow you to take advantage of things such as trade discounts or early bird payments. It's important to note, however, when negotiating payment terms with suppliers and customers, these should be contractually documented. Consider changing your debtors invoices to 14 days, but your suppliers or your accounts payable to 30 days. This gives you an all-important time to collect before you need to pay out bills. Wherever possible, renegotiate with your banks, with your utilities, your electricity companies, council rates or landlords, as they, during this time, can offer other discounts. During this time, it's vital to ensure that you have accurate and up-to-date accounting information as to the financial health and financial position of your business. This will give you the all-important information you need and can rely on to make important business decisions. Be proactive about understanding your financial position and financial health. By having this accurate information, it can reveal to you what you own, your assets, and what you owe, your liabilities, at any specific point in time. By having this accurate financial information, this will give you a clear understanding of how your business is doing, but it will also help you identify business trends, business growth, cash collections, and cash burn. That is, how quickly your cash balance will last and meet future obligations. It's also important to have a forward-looking cash forecast or budget, tracking money coming in and money going out. This will give you the critical line of sight that you need to be able to make decisions around funding if needed. It doesn't have to be complicated. A simple spreadsheet will suffice, simply tracking your receipts and your expenses, but it will help. It's a simple exercise, but well worth it, and it can also help you identify potential cost savings. Should you also need to talk to your bank about renegotiating or negotiating a deferral of payment terms, they will always ask for some kind of budget or forecast. So by having this already in place, it will help with those discussions and potentially speed up the process. The third thing to ensure is to make sure that all your statutory obligations, such as BAS, are up to date and lodged. This is important for two different reasons. Firstly, the payment of GST can hurt businesses as it can be a large outflow upon time of lodgement and sometimes act as a deterrent in lodging. This may result in penalties or general interest charges. It's important to know, however, the ATO does offer payment plans for businesses who may struggle to pay by the due date. This is a simple process, and by taking advantage of a payment plan can be seen as potentially interest-free funding from the ATO. And although under a payment plan you do need to make small weekly payments, these are at a much lower rate, which ensures that you can meet your other obligations by using that cash to pay bills. It also mitigates any risk of general interest charges or penalties as you do lodge on time with an agreed arrangement in place with the Australian Taxation Office. The second part of lodging on time is that most of the current government support is reliant on having all your statutory obligations lodged. Check for government assistance wherever possible, both state and federally. There is drought relief, there is fire grants, there is JobKeeper, and there are small business grants, all designed to help with cash flow. So there is help out there, and remember, take advantage of it. And lastly, look after your health and well-being. These are unprecedented times, and the strain on business is enormous. It is critical that you do look after yourself and your family, so when the recovery comes, you are ready to go. There is help out there, so don't be afraid to take advantage.